table and join me in pledge to the flag. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Chaplain West.
Let's pray. Gracious and transcendent God, God of the universe, God of the human spirit, we thank you for this wonderful gathering. We thank you for your presence. We thank you for the potential of productivity and new creation. Be with us today. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes? Are there any additions or corrections? Generally don't. Thanks to Bonnie. Okay, thank you. Is there a second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? The minutes are approved. Okay, Debbie.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Debbie. Hi, BJ. I want to say a big warm welcome to Gary. We've missed you, so we're glad you're home. Your family, and when somebody's missing, we feel it. So welcome back. So, alrighty. Circle of Friends Gala Luncheon is on Wednesday. We have 48 RSVPs so far, which is great. We have room for about 10 more. So if you haven't signed up yet, we'd love to see you. It's at the Grove, starts at 11:30. And then we do have the silent auction items currently in the display case in the lobby. Some great prizes. Of course, we've got the Disneyland Park Hopper tickets to bid on. We've got some amazing art. Ed Leonard has opened pretty much any of his 18-inch by 24-inch art that's hanging in the gallery right next door to be bid on. So please do that. We've got another Chagall painting. We've got visas. We've got restaurant cards, a Macy's card, jewelry. So I think there's a lot of fun stuff for everyone. And ultimately, this is really just to create some great awareness for Circle of Friends, because as we know, resources are limited and we don't know if we can cover it. We want to make sure that you can always stay here. Alrighty, sense of place. If you haven't already, please sign up to be part of the once per month meetings. Go through October. I know a lot of you came out for the kickoff meeting. Thank you. We're looking forward to hearing your voice, anonymously, of course, in your groups. And so that starts on, I believe, July 19th. I forgot to bring it with me. June, sorry, 19th. And it's in the LLC, 3 different sessions per day. So 10:30, 1 p.m., and 3:30. Come and get your voice heard. Resident surveys are due today. So hopefully you've completed your resident survey, dropped it off at the front desk. We need to send those out tomorrow. The front desk does have some blank ones, just in case you've lost yours or want to refill it out or what have you. So they're at the front desk for you to complete. Father's Day, can you believe it's already June? Half the year is gone. It seems like we're just seeing you in your Santa suit. Santa? Feels like it was just Christmas. That's what I'm trying to say. Father's Day is June 18th, and the dining team will be offering a barbecue buffet. We're going to pull out the grill and get that going from 12:30 to 3 p.m. And it'll be in the patio outside of the Red Chair Lounge. So please RSVP. The PA system. All right, we did a test, and it went well if you were in a common area, in the hallway, or outside. Well, something we found out is that it timed out after 30 seconds. So even though Judy kept repeating the announcement, which I think you would have heard in your apartment eventually, after about 5 minutes of hearing, attention residents and staff, attention residents and staff. So we're working with the vendor to extend that announcement time so you can actually hear it. When I was going to one of the apartments to go in the back area to see if I could hear it, I did see a couple people poke their head into the hallway. So if you were in the kitchen, you probably heard it. And that's what we want you to do. Open your door, listen to the speaker, and see what the announcement is. But we'll try it again once we get the timing issue worked out. We have a couple of new residents. Linda Townsend moved into 384 on May 31st. Thank you to Marilyn and Merlin for the referral. Yay. That's what we like. And then also, Nancy Messenger moves in on Thursday into 147. And thank you, PJ. And a reminder that you receive a rent credit of $5,000 if someone you refer to moves in. So think about it. If you've got 6 good friends, you could live here rent-free for a long time. Okay, just a quick save the date. All-American Boys Choir, Saturday, June 17th at 3:30 in the Bistro Courtyard. The Yakult Yogurt Tour, in case you are thinking of probiotics. Thursday, June 29th, depart at 12:45. And then racing at Los Alamitos Racetrack. And we're having lunch at the Vessels Club, Friday, June 30th, and we depart at 12:30. And that's it for me. June 30th, 12:30 p.m. departure.
Where?
Los Alamitos Racetrack.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. Any other, yes.
Someone said that you were working on perhaps a document that would explain what would happen if we ran out of money and what the procedure would be. Is that a true rumor or not?
It's an untrue rumor. There is kind of a process where I've had a couple of family members reach out and say, my mom or my dad is going to be running out of money in about 6 months. And so at that point, I request a copy of the bank statement to show the balance, which I have to send to corporate, as well as a couple of invoices showing the typical monthly expenditure. I send it up to corporate. I get my divisional vice president to approve it. Once it's approved, then we talk about a start date where the foundation starts paying with the family, and then accounting takes over from there. So Front Porch may ask you, if your Social Security is, I don't know, $1,100, maybe they'll ask you to put $700 towards your rent. It's all, very, very resident specific. Okay. Anything else? Okay.
Okay, treasurer, Doug Boston.
Okay, these are the totals that we have on our accounts at the end of May. The music committee, $18,220. The employee appreciation fund, which of course hasn't changed for several months, $87,774. The musical theater and birthday show total is $33,959. The hobby shop has not changed, it's $192. Clay's Art Studio is $286. And our scholarship fund is $49,536, for a total in all accounts of $189,979,000. Are there any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. All right, committee reports. Dining and food services, Mary.
I've used one before, so.
Keep the microphone up.
Right close to your mouth.
Okay.
By your chin.
Food committee met on 3/23/2023. There were 12 people in attendance.
Mary, keep it a little closer.
Dining services reports are summarized in the Walnut Village Community Update that Debbie writes, and it's distributed to everyone in their meal slots. In addition, all dining staff will soon be getting new large print name tags. Other considerations included picture recognition wall for greatly appreciated dining services staff, addition of a printout of regularly scheduled committee meetings that residents may benefit from attending. Suggestions were made about food concerns and possible new menu items. Suggestions were made regarding knowing what we look at on the dinner sample plate. That's it.
Thank you, Mary. Earthquake preparedness, Judy.
Okay, this is the last earthquake report you're going to hear from me. After 9 years, the earthquake committee members are going to retire on Tuesday, June 13th. Why, you ask? Because the staff is regularly getting to the problem areas sooner than our resident team. That means that the time our team spends in training is not productive. So we've told you in the past that our goal has been to find everyone and get help to those who need it. The staff is already doing that. You may want to know how you'll be searched for under the staff plan. They have a checklist of all the residents. During a drill or disaster, they form 8 teams at the welcome desk and follow a routine spelled out on each one of their 8 instruction sheets. The staff reviews their emergency responsibilities monthly. If they had been doing that following the 5.1 La Habra earthquake on March 28, 2014, Jimmy Kennedy never would have set up this team that we're doing. He put out a call for anyone who was interested in forming a team to come to a meeting. The group created maps and a team structure. They got vests, they got flashlights and clipboards and walkie-talkies, and they ordered a go kit for everyone who wanted one. It's the best team I've ever worked on. We set up a question and we set up a subcommittee and people volunteered for it and they did what they said they were going to do and things happened. Ed Ogle was the first resident incident commander, and when he was needed as a treasurer, I became the second resident incident commander. Now that the staff has stepped up, Debbie would like those of us who will be retiring and anyone else who wants to join us to become disaster volunteers. In other words, it will not be just earthquake. It will continue to use the red and green door tags so you can let us know if you're okay or need help. The disaster volunteers will still wear the yellow vests and they'll carry our walkie-talkies, but we're going to rely on the staff walkie-talkies, which have just gone digital and are much more powerful. We're asking that our current resident earthquake team members attend a meeting on July 13th in the LLC at 1 o'clock to turn in their equipment if they're not going to plan to be a volunteer. And then we want everyone currently on the earthquake team to come so we can clarify how the future disaster response will operate. Those who feel a calling to help their neighbors can sign up to be a disaster volunteer, and Debbie will explain the new plan on that day. When the staff is shorthanded for response to a disaster, they will call the disaster volunteers who will report to the staff at the welcome desk. The volunteers will each accept an assignment on one of the 8 teams. What might the volunteers do? They may deliver a message to a specific hallway. They may be needed at night to report red or missing door tags when there's only a few staff people at summer house. They may be needed to help residents pack their belongings if there's a need to relocate to another facility. Their job description will be to remain flexible and do whatever is asked of them. From time to time, there may be some additional training to acquaint the volunteers on how to respond to other types of disasters. We want you to know that of the current residents at Walnut Village, there have been 70 who have served on the earthquake preparedness team since the beginning. And I'd like to read off some names right now, and I'd like you to stand when I call your name and remain standing, please. Assistant block captains have been Terry Barker, Jeannie Blum, Lou Cunningham, Norma Jean Dimmitt, Dot Downer, Merlin Evans, Wanda Johnson, please stand, Mary Claridge, Betsy Kohler, Amy Kondo, Philip Northern, Elizabeth Ogle, Herman Rosen, Jean Sakai, Liz Seymour, Bob Soth. Now you remain standing while I read those who were both assistant block captains and block captains. Ken Beardsley, Dorothy Bowen, Judy Campbell, Ada Carpenter, Ken Chan, Terry Chun, Connie Crane, Elizabeth Fink, George Foyt, Bob Franks, Clyde Garrison, Jane Goss, Dick Gray, Lou Horn, Jake Jacobson, Lucy Cano, Florence Kennedy, Joyce Kessler, Art Kraft, Bob Prishfield, Raleigh Maxson, Gail Moffett, Dee Morrison, Virginia Pickering, Robin Smith. You stay standing while we have some more here. We have assistant block captains and block captains, Marilyn Evans, Catherine Green, Marianne Kidder, and floor coordinators, Ellen Boston, Michelle Foyt, Matt Greenidge, Elaine Quick, Eve Silverman, Gary Spradley, Terry Taylor, June Watanabe. We also had some people who had special, I have assistant resident incident commanders, Ed Rudd and Doug Boston. And Bill Orth, who was a sounding board, very much like an assistant incident commander. And Patricia Lutz, who did the absences list once a week. And on the aftershock team was Nola Brockway, Paul Brockway, Dorothy Bowen, Jane Goss, Patricia Lutz, Karen O'Malley, Bill Pickering, Sharon K. Prenslow, Bob Shoup, Rod Spotton, Patty Trevor, Bonnie Violette, and Know Your Neighbor map was Ken Beardsley, and the list of resident RNs was Terry Chun, and the pop-up canopy was managed by Gary Spradley, and we had runners who went to the garage to check which cars were here, Liz Spradley, Jan Beardsley, Bernie Hockman. We have a ham radio operator, Matt Greenwich, and the bullhorn was managed by Jake Jacobson and Art Kraft. And we had people doing our documents for us, Bill Orth, Michelle Foyt, who introduced us to Excel, Liz Spradley and Gary Spradley. And we had 2 pet ambassadors who helped people understand what to do with their pets in an emergency, Patty Trevor and Shirley Knox. And then we had scribes, Vicki Moore, Karen O'Malley, Doug Boston, and Liz Spradley. And we had 2 secretaries, Eve Silverman and Marilyn Evans. I said 70, but there's 75 current residents that have served you. So have I missed anybody? If I missed you, please stand up. Was there anyone left to look for? So give these all folks a big hand. And I don't see Jimmy Kennedy, but I wanted to give a big hand to him because he started it all. And so if you see him in the hallway, give him my thanks. That's all for that. Now we have to, and that's the last earthquake committee report, because I'm retiring also. Okay. Well,
Judy, Can I just say something real quickly? As you can see, it really, really does take a village. And Judy, thank you for all your hard work, your dedication, your kindness.
Well, I seem to have left one at home. This is the music committee. We are working on 2 concerts. The June 27th is a Tuesday at 3 o'clock. The Chimers will be playing in here, and you'll be invited. And then on July 1st, the chorale will be singing in here. That's a Saturday at 3 o'clock. And both of them will involve a little patriotic music, of course, because we're coming up on July 4th. Our big news is that Dee Morrison is thinking about retiring, and we are looking for a replacement for her. And so if you are in a church, or you know of a church that has a handbell choir, handbells and chimes use the same music, and we're looking for a new director. And so we really need names and references if you know of anyone. Get that information to me or to Dee within the next week. We are actively recruiting right now. And if anyone knows what a bell choir director should be paid, we're also looking for that information. We haven't been able to figure that one out. So that's it, thanks. Any questions on that? Any comments, any immediate names you can give me? BJ.
This is for you and the others that you just announced. Thank you very much for helping us throughout the years.
Thank you.
Personal thanks to everybody.
Okay.
Hospitality and community support, Ellen.
During the month of May, actually, I only have that we had one resident moving in, and that was Linda Townsend. I was told that, and I have not met her, so I was told the other lady moves in tomorrow.
Sorry, she took financial possession on
Yes,
May 31st.
she took financial, but she was waiting for furniture to come,
Yeah.
so she actually will be, her furniture arrives today, and she will arrive tomorrow. And her name is Nancy Zimmerman. Messenger. She had something to say, that's right. We sent out 6 Get Well cards and 3 sympathy cards during the month of May. And one of the residents who moved in April and then went on a vacation, she's back from Germany. And so if you haven't had a chance to meet Mary Moeller, her information, and Linda's as well, is posted in the post in the resident directory, her phone number and everything. And please give each of these ladies a call and invite them to lunch or to dinner. Mary Moeller eats breakfast a lot in the bistro. I haven't been there at noon when she's there, but so it doesn't always have to be dinner. You might go and visit with these people during lunch or breakfast. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Library, Michelle.
Well, the library gladly welcomes 3 new volunteers, Phil Northern, Joy LaRue, and Robin Smith. We look forward to working with you on the team. You can now locate the library, art and transportation books in the Computer Business Center. A list of the art books will be displayed over the Bill McCaughey bookcase in cap to Island A. Judy Marsh will post a list of Walnut Village Library art books in Clay Studio as additional resources for art students. The hardback and trade books of fiction now begin on the shorter McCaughey bookcase in cap at Island A. And Island A is the big bookcase closest to the main hallway. Alphabetized by authors' last names, the collection starts there with A and wraps left to the right. The fiction collection continues on Island A's opposite side, alphabetically in sequence by author's last name.
In June, computer classes will include 2 Microsoft Windows 11 two-part classes on Wednesday, June 14th, and Friday, June 16th. And again on Wednesday, June 21st, and Friday, June 23rd. And we'd like to thank you all for your donations. Karen O'Malley has donated a number of recent novels given to her by a friend. The Stalls have donated over 20 Stephen King and Dean Koontz novels, as well as a variety of CDs and DVDs. The new bookcase are located on the bookcase. The blue books are located on the bookcase near the library's doorway into the Welcome Center. These slanted shelves will hold 2023 books and the most recent 2022 releases. Please look for the signs also. The reference and research section is now facing the information desk. That is a tall, narrow bookcase that includes the computer books on a separate shelf. New additions that help the historic context and word nuances include titles like The Writer's Guide to Everyday Life in the 1800s, The Writer's Guide to Everyday Life from Prohibition through World War II, and the highly selective thesaurus for the extraordinarily literate. The ROMs donated a few of these. That is the very high-class ones. There are books to help with crossword puzzles and other games, as well as a variety of maps in National Geographic holders on the top shelf. Additionally, the number of grammars, dictionaries, and other reference resources are available. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Musical theater, Gary.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Where you been? Anyway, I want to thank everybody for all the cards, the well-being thoughts, and the prayers. And that big card you guys signed was on the wall, and I looked at it every day, and it kept me going. So thank you very much. Now, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh, read it, I guess. Okay. We really appreciate your attendance in the May birthday show featuring Tatiana. Our next birthday show is coming this Thursday, June 8th. We're going to have Amanda Castro and her band will perform in the Fountain Courtyard. So we'll see you there or on your balcony, one of the two. Feedback from the MTC survey indicated that most residents enjoy the birthday table after the show. Majority of the residents like the birthday photo. Like most residents, really don't care about the rose. So, okay. I'll just keep them, no problem. The committee decided that we will discontinue giving roses beginning January of 2024.
But you can do it in April.
Okay, well, April will be after January, so we'll be okay. Thank you to all those that have donated already to the musical birthday show. June is our last month to solicit donations, so we've already put a reminder flyer in your box. So if you haven't donated yet and you have that urge to do so, we got this month to do it. We're very excited about the 2024 birthday calendar since we have found many new acts via the showcase and residents sharing performances that they have seen. It's going to be a very entertaining year. And you know I've got to learn how to do all this all over again. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Merlin, Safety and Grounds.
When I look at my report, I look for the things that really happy things that happened since the last time I was here. And you know, when they turned the air conditioners back on, that was a big thing. It kept our people pretty busy there too. Well, next was these red curbs. It's just amazing how much you can do to a layout by painting the curbs red. And some people even want to paint the front door red, but I didn't think that was too good. There are now automatic doors from the hallway into the pool locker rooms. This was on our schedule. We had others scheduled, but the equipment isn't here right now. The window washing is done, and our screens have been repaired and returned. That's no small job. The planning needed to be replaced. They are using more drought-resistant plants that will be chosen. I saw Debbie out there going through those plants, and I thought she was doing it herself. She was rescuing kittens,
And they all got adopted.
and they all got adopted. Yay!
Yay. We're getting mommy fixed, we hope, soon.
We covered about 20 or more things in our maintenance review and safety committee there. People are turning things in that need to be looked at, and we appreciate that very much and ask that you continue doing that. We list the minutes from our meeting and put them in the post office, and if you have a question about one of them, you can go there and look, or you can give me a call. I'd be happy to talk with you at any time. Thank you.
Thank you, Merlin.
Merlin?
Yes, Don.
I noticed that the pedestrian gates are now working properly. Can we take down the signs that are pasted up there?
Well, I looked at those gates, and I didn't exactly stamp my approval on them, if you want to know the truth. They're a little loose, and the one near the bus terminal, I think, needs a little additional work.
Well, it closes very well.
Well,
I used it twice today. I woke up, whoever lives nearby.
well, when that closes, it's loose on the latch goes into a place where it latches. That latch is loose. And I was going to have a talk with somebody before I come and announce that was complete.
Okay.
It's a beautiful job, and we have another one for them to look at too at this particular point. They get old, the springs wear out, and you want to be sure that spring is going to bring the gate closed when you go out. We don't want those gates open. So I think we have a little more work to do on those gates, but we're working on them. But that's why I didn't mention that. There's a little more work there.
Good job.
These people, they're great, but they have a lot to do, and we're working with equipment that's quite old.
Thank you, Merlin.
Thank you.
Scholarship, Virginia?
Hello. The Scholarship Committee met May 2nd in the vault, and our council president, Elaine Quick, attended our meeting. We were glad for input from her. We reviewed our time schedule basically for the carnival, which was that same week, and we were happy to participate in that successful event. And we were happy for those who evinced an interest in being on the committee, and we will try to keep in contact with these people. There were no new applications because this is semester ending time, but we have someone who's finished her first semester with us, a recipient, Michelle Nino de Rivera. Michelle, I'd like to ask you to come up and share with the residents what your goals are and how this semester has been for you.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Keep it close. Yes, okay. I wrote it because I'll get up here and I'll start stuttering and everything, so I wrote everything down.
We do the same.
Good afternoon to everyone. I wanted to thank you for giving me the space to introduce myself and tell you about how Walnut Village has made an impact on my future. My name is Michelle, and I work at the Fitness Center as a fitness trainer. I am currently attending Santa Ana College to earn my license as an occupational therapist assistant. This program will teach me how to provide necessary treatments in motor, adaptive, physical, cognitive abilities through using therapeutic exercises, activities, and interventions on clients of different age ranges. This is a 2-year intensive program, and I'm currently finished my first semester. I want to share my sincere gratitude to the residents of Walnut Village who donate to the scholarship fund, as well as to the scholarship committee for taking the time to organize the scholarships. This scholarship has made a significant difference in my life as it eliminated the stress of financial hardships and enabled me to focus more on my studies. I am fortunate to be part of this wonderful team of Walnut Village, a team that helps their employees achieve their educational goals in order for them to pursue their careers. Once again, thank you for your support and encouragement during my educational journey.
Michelle, we're proud of you. Very proud.
Proud of you. It's not so easy to go back to school after time out and to keep working, which she's been doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Virginia. You, Judy?
Oh, I'll be Judy, okay. Well, so I did my save the dates already, so, but I can do it again real quick. Just, we've got, of course, the All-American Boys Choir coming up, so don't forget that. On June 17th, we've got the outing at Yakult Yogurt Tour, and then, of course, the Los Alamitos Racetrack. And please be sure you're checking your weekly calendar for any changes. Of course, Judy does the monthly calendar, but every now and again, we need an update. So check your weekly calendar she distributes. And then Ryan, I think, has a hike this Friday. What time are you guys leaving?
8:30.
8:30 departure. Where are you going? Lots of hills?
No hills, no elevations. All
No
downhill.
hills, so
all
everyone
downhill.
can do it.
All downhill. Only one way.
In the snow. And on that note, I guess if anyone has any questions, I can be Judy and run around and bring the microphone to them. Does anyone have any questions, comments, feedback, jokes? Nah.
We good? All right. Well, we've gone through this quite fast. All right, let's go to old business. Is there any old business? Seeing none. Oh, yes, Bob.
And I'm proud to say our Walnut Village directory project is complete.
All right.
I want to thank everybody that was on the committee and helped me. And we still have some books on sale if you want to buy them. These use the envelopes in the post.
Thank you, Bob, for a job well done. Is there any new business? Seeing none, could I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Gary? Is there a second?
Second.
Don, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting's adjourned. Have a good day.